Hi there, thrifting friends. Today I will be going into the Salvation Army thrift shop. Why don't you come along and shop with me, thrift with me for deals, bargains. If you're a reseller or you just like to collect, well, today's your day. Come see what I find. All right, I was so happy to see that they had jewelry jars. Yes, jewelry jars. And I had a comment from, I think, somebody from Australia, perhaps, about jewelry jars. Apparently they don't have them there. It was either Australia or England. And they're like, is this just a Canadian thing? No, they do it in the United States too. Basically, a lot of times they're not even jars. They're more like a vase full of jewelry that may be broken or missing a piece or even in still really good shape. Sometimes you find gold, 14 karat gold jewelry, 10 karat gold, gold plated, and other times you can find silver, silver plated. You can find name brand jewelry in those jars. It's crazy. I haven't bought a jewelry jar yet where it was worth less than what I paid for. Okay, now let's get into this stuff. So we are in Strathmore, Alberta, Canada at Salvation Army thrift store, and the prices are in Canadian dollars. And yes, they look a little high, but all you have to do is donate and you'll get a coupon like I showed you at the beginning of the video. And we have a chipmunk here with his nut. Ceramic. A lot of nice, pretty things. Some of you guys talk about pottery, and I'm actually looking at pottery more and more because of you guys. Again, in the comments, you've pointed out some really nice pottery pieces for me to look at and to look for. And look at that one. Did you see that face? Okay, what do we have here? Some ruby red glass, $2.99 each. Kind of looks new, modern. And more mugs, a bean pot, and then there was this Fanta. Do you guys remember Fanta, the drink? It's still out there, but I had never seen a scratch-made camera made out of tin cans, pop cans. And I think that was $5. $5. I'll be showing you what I put into my cart too as we go along. And what do we have here? $16.99. I find some of the prices a little bit high-ish, to say the least. But there's also some really good deals. You just never know what you're going to find in a thrift store. If you're out shopping in secondhand stores to flip or to, I don't know, for yourself, you really got to watch the prices. Because more and more I'm seeing a lot of dollar store stuff show up in thrift stores, and I don't want to overpay for something that's used that I could buy brand new for less at the dollar store. And a lot of times I suspect that the people who are pricing these items don't realize that it's sold. Some of these things are sold at the dollar store and they're just not in the loop. So I put out a short video the other day on how, like a tip on how not to overpay when you shop at thrift stores. Number one, go to your local dollar store and pick up a lot of different things and just look at the prices. I'm not saying buy them. Flip it over, look at the prices. What's the price of a casserole dish at the dollar store going for nowadays? What's the price of a saucer? What's the price of a wine glass? This way, if you do see these things at a thrift shop, you'll know, well, at a dollar store, I can get it for $2, $1. Oh, look at that sale, 48 pieces for $55. Oh, that's a nice set. That's a really nice set. So yeah, there are ways you have to kind of watch out in thrift stores because they don't know that some of this secondhand stuff was at the dollar store, and they may price it too high accidentally without realizing it. You know, because they're not even marked underneath dollar store unless the price tag is still on it. And what do we have here? Shabby chic cake stand for almost $8. Thought it was pretty. Nice crystals. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. I just love going out shopping, thrift shopping. Some days I don't even buy anything. I love to look at stuff, you never know what you're going to find. And then other days, it's like, oh my God, I blew like $100 in a flash. Does that happen to you? I was almost alone shopping here. There were a few people in the store. So that's always nice. It's easier to film when there's nobody around. Their price tags are very small. And all these prices are in Canadian dollars, if I haven't already mentioned that to you. Plus I had that 20% off coupon. They donated something. Stainless steel, $8 as is. Made in Korea, was that, I think? I didn't find it to be anything all that special, but and a lot of you guys say, look at the pots and pans. Keep an eye out on those. I've watched some YouTube videos about it and pretty much boil it down to, if it comes from Europe, look it up because it could be worth a lot of money. This looked vintage to me. What do you think? Made in, oh my gosh, I think it said Germany. Like a mold dish for Jello. It's the first time I've ever seen one like that. Then you have some Ukrainian eggs in a glass, handcrafted in Canada. I guess it was just maybe an artist making these and selling them, perhaps. And we have some crystal, $5, made in Taiwan. I went there a couple weeks later and it was still on the shelf. Just never know. More glass, more crystal. I see an iridescent vase. I don't know why I didn't pick it up and look at it. Oh, they had a pair of them. Another piece of crystal. And just more run-of-the-mill glassware. This would be pressed glass, I believe. $3. A good heft to it. I picked up a few pieces of crystal every now and then. And we have some candle holders, glassware. We'll skip over this kind of quick. Massive paperweight. Those are nice. Okay, so 4 of these saucers for $3.99. Lids. And some glass bread pans. Nice crystal stemware. I like the ones with the gold on the top. Winnie the Pooh. Okay, now this caught my eye. I wish it wasn't $3.99 though. It would have been like $1. I think I would have taken them. That's the wonderful thing about going out to secondhand shops, thrift stores. You can find things from your childhood. And yeah, or you can see stuff that you haven't seen in 30 years and be brought right back to a moment in time. Like you haven't thought about that item, like maybe a lunchbox or I don't know, something out of the kitchen. And you're like, oh my God, we had this when I was a kid. And that, I gotta say, is really fun. All right, $25 for 28 pieces. And is that part of the set? Well, those ones though. Not sure. Okay, maybe we can see the bottom of the plate here. Corelle. That's a good price. It's hard to get Corelle, anything Corelle in Canada at like $1 for a piece. Almost, it's impossible. The new stuff, I went to Walmart, the new stuff, you know, a small little dish is like $4 or $5. Yeah, incredible. True, you might not be crazy about that 70s pattern. Don't you love that? That 70s pattern. But those things are made to last. And we have some lightweight copper cups made in India for $3. Highly collectible. Remember these from the 70s? The face on that clock needs to be adjusted. You can get the hands at Michael's craft store. So if you wanted to revamp a clock. There's that camera again. Then we have some bathroom accessories. Wooden carved face, $4. What else do we have here? Those are nice candle holders. I've never seen a saucer this big. I mean a cup. Or is it a sugar bowl? Oh, let's call it a sugar dish. $4. Huge. And what else do we have here? A little bit of pottery, wooden owl. Some things are a little bit run-of-the-mill, but you just never know. So do you guys, I want to ask you guys, in the comments below, tell me what you do. You like to watch, obviously, thrifting videos. Are you a reseller? Or do you just go out to buy for yourself? Where do you resell? Or where do people resell? Like, are you selling on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist? I don't know, Ruby Lane? Can you sell on Ruby Lane? I don't know. Been only on that a couple of times. That looked expensive. So yeah, what do you guys do? Are you professional shoppers, so to speak, where you're earning like a living doing this? Or do you do it as a side hustle? Or you just do it for yourself? You know, just go out, have some fun, pick things up, buy a few things. Because let's face it, with the price of everything nowadays, everything's so expensive. You go to a thrift store, you could come out with a bag of things and maybe pay $10-15 for it. Whereas you go to like Walmart and it's like 60 bucks. I find it a lot of fun, especially when the economy is this bad. Now this chicken with these chicks, what do you think? Vintage? So they look like they could be from Japan. What was it? $4 for the set? I should have put it in my cart. I should have put it in my cart. I didn't. I always have regrets after. So 3 pieces for $12. Those candlestick holders. Glassware. I had a really good time there. I love going there. I love it. You just never know what you're going to find. And at the end, I'll show you what I bought. That is $2 for a bank, a penguin bank. A ute. Some black coffee mugs. They color coordinate their shelves, so suddenly you'll see everything is like this, black. You could find black sneakers. You could find a black glass log. You could find a black coffee mug. It's just funny how they organize things by color. And a whole bunch of different departments on the same shelf. But you know what? It makes it fun. Kind of like a treasure hunt. And we have Wonder Woman. $4. Seem to be in really good shape. Collectables. See, this is the stuff people like to flip. They'll buy, you know, a collectible that's a name brand, a face that everybody knows, and something that is collected, and they'll just buy it. They'll look on their phone to see what the similar comps are going for, say on eBay. And then if there's a profit to be made, they'll take it home, list it, and try to make a few bucks on it. Oh, that's a beautiful bowl. Beautiful bowl. And still down here we have that. I think that little cameo trinket dish was hand painted. Looked like something that somebody did at like a ceramics class. So well done, really well done. You have that Wedgwood blue and Wedgwood white, I guess you could say. And we get into more blue doll, blue bottles. That's pretty. I gotta say, I really like blue glass. I love blue glass. And look at this butter dish. Pale blue. $6 for the set, I believe. $6. Wasn't sure how old it was. And a little bit more crystal. That's nice, a decanter. Very nice. Very nice. And look at this jug. Lots of air bubbles, looking just gorgeous. And then, don't quote me on this, but I think you put fruit inside the middle of the piece that I'll pull out at the top. And it kind of infuses, the flavor would infuse in water. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. And we have some little crystal salt and pepper shakers. So 2 for $3. always check to see if they screw on right or not. Most of the salt and pepper shakers out there, if they have like a twist top, one of them doesn't work. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty vintage. Bowl for $5. Pressed glass. And here we have 16 pieces of really heavy, like ceramic plates. Gorgeous. Beautiful. I think that was a good price. And you get 20% off. You have the coupon. Cups are separate. 4 for $7. I thought these were nice. They looked old. Gold, trimmed in ruby glass. Very nice. More red stuff, obviously. The red section. Yeah, we have a mix of everything. Candles, plates, trays, but all themed red. Very neat. Measuring tape, a large measuring tape. Kind of funny though, you know, if you want a measuring tape, kind of hard to find unless you know what color it is in that store. So 4 for $13. And looks kind of modern. Nice. Nice set. A lot of interesting things out there today when I was there. Arm set. Okay, the ruffle top vase. How much are you? $9.99, but I don't think it's blown glass. There's a nice vase though. Tiny birdhouse. More cups. And then we have a nice what? Brass or copper? I think it's brass. $9.99. Right. Portugal. I see a lot of items from Portugal. Either it's pottery or it's brass. And I think they make some nice stuff. Now let's look at some electronics. Run-of-the-mill stuff. Nothing really grabbed my eye, but it's always good to look. Some people are making a lot of money flipping VCRs on like eBay. They just know what to look for. They do their research. They're like, okay, this kind sells. I'll be on the lookout for, I don't know, a Sony VCR that has a DVD and VHS in it. And now we're going to go into the art section. So that's $40. Not a painting. It was a print. And I will, on my own, dig through this stuff and show you what I finally decided to go with. They have a lot of nice stuff, though. This is like, what is it? Embossed on gold paper. Pretty neat. The ships, pretty neat. And let's see. There are some paintings in there, but a lot of prints. And I like paintings. I guess if the right print came along, I would snap it up. This one here is Cruel Embroidery. A cottage, $10 with the frame. Vintage. A lot of work goes into that. And again, keep waiting and I'll show you what I put into my cart, because I'm not pushing a cart around while I'm filming, but I will show you glimpses into my cart. So I know you like the cart shots. What is that? But yeah, because that's tourist art, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Tourist art, just, you know. And we have a Thomas Kincaid Sunday at Apple Hill, $25. See, there are nice prints out there. And that would also be a print. So here's a quick pan of the clothing, and here's some teapots, mugs. You are $2.99, $2.99. Bride cup. Oh, this is nice, but I only saw one. It's like a bookend, a horse, alabaster, marble. Really, oh, and look at this pottery. I'm telling you, you guys are getting me into pottery slowly but surely. I actually made a piece of pottery. I'll show it to you in another video. Surprising. Gorgeous, hey, look at the color tone on that. Okay, so that's just a flower vase that somebody ordered flowers from a florist, and that's what it came in. Bean Dreaming. And you have a van life cup. Nice Pottery Studio. I didn't read it all. Beautiful, nice piece, nice green inside and a different tone. Look at the colors on this. Yeah, I'm really starting to appreciate ceramics, pottery, color tones, and handcrafted Japan. I've always liked the stuff made in Japan, the old painted stuff. But after I've seen a lot of the Japan stuff out there, I've actually acquired a taste for it. And I liked it since I was young too, because it was cheap back then in the 70s and the 80s. So we had it. We had it. The Newlywed Game. Okay. Here's the back of it. I was trying to find a date. What was it? $8. Oh. And then we have this duck. $4. Looks like somebody glued the bottom on it. Maybe it was handcrafted. Now here's their home decor section. We have a little bit of tables, luggage, mannequins. They were selling the mannequins, by the way. Baskets, more artwork, big plants, a little bit of furniture. You'd store wine in that big thing. And good old Sears, and more sewing machine for $90. Felt like I was on an old version of, what was that show called? Wheel of Fortune. Do you guys remember when they would play Wheel of Fortune and you had to spend the money on the show? Okay, so you won $1,000, and then they'll show you a bunch of stuff, and you go like, okay, I want the tent for $100, and I'll take the trampoline for $200. You had to spend the money on the show. And I was in that corner over there, what I just showed you where the sewing machine was. It felt like the stage or the set of Wheel of Fortune 25 years ago. Jewelry. Okay, more jewelry. Bags of jewelry. So like jewelry jars, instead in Ziploc bags. Yes, I bought a bag. Oh wait, I didn't want to tell you that. I wanted to tell you that at the end. Okay. Anyway, now this stuff here under lock and key, expensive. Really nice stuff. Okay, back to jewelry, where you just take it piece by piece. Everything's priced. You never know what you're going to find. Bring in your magnifying glass. Look at the tags. Okay, back to jewelry jars. Yes. All right, do I take one? That's the question. Should I? I think they had like 5 or 6. Okay, wait, let's go back to the art for a sec. This here is handmade. I gotta say, a lot of effort put in to sell it for only $10 at the end. Not quite my style. And then I saw this $75. They just wheeled that out. That's going under glass. Way too expensive for me. If it had been like $20, I would have grabbed it. All right, more bags of jewelry. Should I grab one though? You know I will. One thing in the cart right now. Let's get ourselves a jewelry jar. Why not? And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to put links to the opening of this jewelry jar. So stay tuned. Don't leave me just yet, because I had to go back and get it. The cruel embroidery. I'm sure that some of you guys were like screaming at the TV set when you saw me look at this and then walk away. No, it's going in my cart. That's old, vintage